Hey there, Ulti Zeta here. Welcome back to more Let's Play Ratchet and Clank. In the last episode, we got ourselves a long jump. And a hover jump as well. So it's pretty useful. And we used that to finish up this map. So, we are now going to leave. And go to logging site Eudora. Confront Robot Lieutenant. 1 gold bolt of 1. Interesting. This feels like it's like gonna be a boss planet. That's the vibe that I get.
Yes, quite lovely. That should just about do it. Commander, we are finished with this world. Commence towing our planet to its next destination. Lieutenant!
Yes, sir.
You have fulfilled your tree quota. Barely.
We are ready to return to base.
Not so fast, Lieutenant. Just because we don't need any more trees doesn't mean they should have them. Destroy everything.
I'd call him cartoonishly evil, but he's pretty much just your average everyday CEO at this point. This place kind of looks like Novalis. Let's see what we got. Oh. One of these. Let's see if I can do it. Yay. So whatever's in here I couldn't have done if I didn't go backtracking. I'm curious what I'm going to find over here. A ledge that I can just barely jump to. Hello. I saw a thing, but like it... You actually have to spin that around, specifically. Okay. Come on. Okay, we're lowering platforms. Are they gonna raise back up? Doesn't seem like it. Gonna move when they're at their apex of their little hover cycle. Okay. Hmm. That's useful. Thank you, game. Alright, now... Huh. Not sure what like the little weird mini bit was for. I don't know, I kinda just treated that one like I had been the other ones. It's fine.
You sure showed him.
I suppose I did.
So that was
Is
what I
your
was supposed to
current
do?
occupation leaving a rotten taste in your mouth? Then you need to know about BTS, Vlog Tactical Research Station. Hi, I'm Supreme Executive Chairman Drek, and we here at BTS are seeking motivated individuals to fill positions in these exciting careers. Grind boot tester, warhead assembly technician, mutant animal husbandry, robot repairman, suck cannon test dummy, and administrative assistant. So call BTS. Build our weapons while you build your future.
I'm calling BTS today.
Now we're talking. Did you see all the cool gadgets they're making? Let's go get some.
No, we must continue our search for Captain Quark.
You're absolutely right.
I am?
Sure, we need to find Quark. Although when we find him, wouldn't it be nice to be able to tell him where Chairman Drek is?
I suppose.
Well, we go to the space station and talk to the scientists. They work for Drek, so they're bound to know where he is.
I am unsure about your logic.
Ah, you think too much. Come on, let's go.
Okay. So interesting. That wasn't really like a bonus, that was just actually where we're supposed to go. Neat! One thing I really want to say, I feel like it's only episode 4, of course, but like I feel like we played enough of this game where I feel like Ratchet and Clank's like characterizations are especially like notable and noticeable, I guess. And I really say that, like, on one particular frame, I really like the subversion that they have. Can I make that jump? I don't feel like I can make this jump. The robots coming past make me wonder if there's gonna be one of them that has like a thing I can grapple onto. But I don't think so. That's why I'm kind of just standing here waiting. I'll come back. It's right near the beginning, so it's not really hard to get back to. There's plenty of other stuff for me to explore. But like, what I really like about them is like the subversion of like how, like, the pairing of characters works. Because in most of these like buddy like pairing things, you've got like the sensible character as usually like the big one who does most of the work, and you've got like the mischievous like scamp character as the side helper dude or whatever. Like think Banjo-Kazooie, Ukulele, Jak and Daxter, you know? So like when you have a pairing now where Ratchet is sort of the more mischievous one, and Clank is the one who's trying to like keep the focus on the mission or whatever, that works as a very nice subversion because Ratchet's the one who is doing a lot of the work, but he's also the one who's far more goofy-minded and needs to be a little reined in. And that really works. Because a lot of the time when you see things like... It's my biggest complaint with Jak and Daxter is like the characterization of the characters. Like, Daxter does nothing except make fun of every situation possible. He does nothing in the game. He's not even mechanically useful. Whereas Clank, even before you got the jetpack, and he started to be able to do things, Clank at least was like a driving factor in like getting plot to happen. Getting Ratchet to stay on track a little more. And I just really like that. I also I like their personalities in general, because, like, it's very clear that Ratchet is selfish. And, like, he's not necessarily a great person, but he's also not really a bad person either. Like, number one, he is on this quest to begin with. He is helping. He's not hindering anything. He's not, like, sabotaging anything. He's genuinely here doing this stuff, and he is doing a lot more of the work, so, like, it could definitely be argued that, like, he's putting in his fair share. But then also, like, you get little scenes like that where he's like, he obviously does not think Clank is all that. We can be real about that. Oh my god. This rock is doing the Pokemon Scarlet thing. Why is the texture warping? It's so weird. Why do the rocks melt? Now I have literal evidence to say that Pokemon Scarlet's like a PS2 game. No. Well. Anyways, Ratchet very clearly does not think Clank is all that, but he is, like, he is humoring Clank. He's, like, letting Clank think that, like, when Clank's like, oh, am I cool now? And, like, Ratchet obviously does not think Clank is very cool, but he's still, like, willing to be like, yeah, sure, fine. And then this episode, he's like, there's, like, that thing, there was the thing of, like, Clank supposedly scared the dude, and Clank's like, oh, I guess I did that. And Ratchet doesn't even bother taking the credit. Ratchet, the selfish guy, doesn't bother taking the credit or, like, correcting Clank. Like, there's obviously, he's obviously not a great character. He's not a good person yet, but he's not a bad person either. And what I also think works especially nicely is just the fact that, like, this is the start of the game. So we get to see and sort of expect the idea that, like, there's going to be character growth, you know? And where's this guy? There he is. Found the guy. So, like, I feel like there's a common thing, especially nowadays, where, like, stories will try to avoid showing characters in a bad light. Really? This rock looks different, though. Huh. I guess this rock also kind of looks different. Oh well. Yeah, I feel like there's, like, a common trend where, like, the idea of characters having flaws and growing past them is just something that, like, a lot of games, shows, movies will try to avoid, and it just turns characters into feeling like they're nothing. So, yes, Ratchet's a bit of a dick. Do I want him to be a dick? Not necessarily, but I approve of the idea that, like, he can start out as a dick and grow as a person over the course of the game. Even in small ways. So yeah, that's my take on like the writing of the game so far. Give me bolts. Give them to me. Insert them into me. I keep coming across dead ends, and it's weird. I'm not sure if there's, like, something I'm missing about this area, or what. Damn. They got me. Well, I am far back. Okay, they didn't get me this time. Hooray. I feel like I'm missing something in this area. So, something about this level just makes me feel like I have not explored all there is to it. What does the map tell me? Okay, yeah, so that jump over there was just a... That's gonna be a get back area. Okay, gotcha. Alright, doesn't look specifically like I've missed anything. I've gone to all of these basic areas. I don't want to hit, like, the explosion box. Ratchet keeps holding on into the enemy. I want to blow him up. Glove of Doom. I don't have a Glove of Doom, though. That sounds like the kind of thing I would want. But I don't have one. Is it something that I'm going to get? Do I have Glove of Doom to look forward to in my future? I don't know. So that's like the area that I was at before, over there. Who needs other weapons when I have a wrench meringue? Okay. Yeah. All these tree stumps. Deforestation is evil. Honestly, these tiny little blasted guys are by far the most deadliest enemies in these games so far. They've got good aim and they shoot very early. Ah, the health pickup from earlier was up there. I would like to take no chances, please. Not when I don't know exactly when I'm going to spawn. Well. Weapon!
Sweet!
The suck cannon! Okay. I will suck things up. It will be my personal egg hatcher thing. I've learned from Shadow the Hedgehog. Okay. I guess I'm done? I didn't find a gold bolt. I'm not entirely sure where it would be in here. But I think another thing is, like, there are movement upgrades. Obviously, we've seen this one. So I fully can expect the idea of, like, oh, you come back here later. I don't think I necessarily have to have everything instantly, you know? Glove of Doom. Oh, that's what it
great
is.
bargains for you today.
It's a lot of money, though, and I don't necessarily know what it would do. So I'm going to... Oh, it tells me. Hold on. Glove of Doom. Launch a horde of exploding buddies to chase down your foes.
Let's go, buddy. I ain't got all day.
Okay. Well, there's a Glove of Doom in my future. In theory. But for now, I'm not going to buy it. Because I'm going to save up my money. Alright. And now we have this area. Blarg Station Nebula G34. 0 of 2. Alright, let's see what we've got in here. Yep. Okay. Interesting. We have a new weapon, the Taunter.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
Annoy your enemies and lure them into traps and ambushes with this obnoxious noisemaker.
Let's go, buddy. I ain't got all day.
You know what? This one's cheap enough that I think I am going to get this one, because it also sounds vastly different. As opposed to attacking enemies and luring them, that sounds useful. part of the game is buying weapons, of course. So, like, I feel like if they're going to give me something that sounds very different, that seems worthwhile. Plus, again, I've been barely buying anything this game that isn't mandatory. I think I'm allowed one cheaper item. Because I remember being told about the suck cannon in a general sense. I'm pretty certain that's the free weapon I was told about. That's, like, similar in value to, like, the flamethrower thing. Okay. Alright. A lot of that was just kind of like moving things around until things weren't blocked, and then by the time things stopped being blocked, send Clank to explore outside the station. Solo Clank. Huh. What can Solo Clank do? This is Clank's quick select. Faces. I did not remember Solo Clank things. Don't know what Solo Clank is going to be able to do. I guess this kind of makes sense. We're outside in the vast reaches of space, and Ratchet doesn't exactly have a spacesuit. That wasn't really intentional. Clank just kind of slipped. Okay, this time he made it onto that jump. Alright. Can I pilot this ship? What I've been told Clank's good at. There's some tiling errors going on over there. Mysterious black rectangle. I think that's just a failure area. Do I gain anything for being on top of this box? Not particularly. This feels very awkwardly slow. I feel like the concept is neat, but, like, mechanically, I'm not really feeling this yet. I guess it's kind of to show that Clank is both still capable on his own, but also not as capable as Ratchet. But I'm also kind of like, did you have to make did you have to make him move so slow? Or at the very least, like, give him such few options? Because, like, probably the speed is still kind of relatively equivalent to Ratchet. But he just feels slower for some reason. Oh. Hello. Can I get that? What does the map tell me? There's 3 question marks all around here. There was a pathway I didn't go, right? I'm not sure what this big line is. I don't really see anything that would be. I'm gonna go back. Because there was another pathway that I didn't go, I'm pretty certain. Yeah, over this way. Oh. Not much of a pathway, huh? Where was that gold bolt? It's like immediately in front of me. It's on the other side of like this big black thing. These aren't real. I wonder if there's just like Clank powers that I don't have. Like a Clank only like long jump. 'Cause I can't long jump right now. I don't really know how else I would get up there. I'm not seeing like another pathway on this ship. Like there are things I can climb, but I can't like reach the very top. Well, the gold bolts, no one ever said they were going to be easy. By the way, I did find out what they're for. For the most part, it sounds like they're for New Game Plus, which lets you restart the game over again, but with all your bolts and all your weaponry. But it sounds like there's also possibility of it working out late game. There's like you get supercharged weapons in exchange for the bolts. So that's the value of the gold bolts. That's a big old creature. I'm going to assume that I can't fight it immediately. I've activated a Gadge bot. Hold down triangle. Oh, these are the Clank Quick Select. Neat. I get minions. Okay, so they go in there, presumably to turn off the laser beams. What are their other options? Enter, wait, follow. Okay. I was gonna see if there's, like, anything that could, like, be like, hey, can these guys help me get the gold bolt? I don't think that's the case, though. For all I know, they can't even come outside with me. Yeah, they get invisible walled. They get invisible walled hard. Okay. Let's go send you into this machine. Yay. And I get glowing thing. What is this? Found the hydro displacer. Uses insta faucets and insta drains. You drain and fill pools. But there's none on this space station. Okay, so that's something for later. Neat. I have nothing to say. Clank moves slowly. I think that was the entirety of that little segment.
I'm back.
So you are.
And I found this.
Hey, cool. It's a, what is it?
A hydro displacer.
Great. I always wanted one of those, I guess.
Alright. And I think that will be a good spot to end this episode. So next time on Let's Play Ratchet and Clank, we're gonna explore the rest of this station. Does that sound good to you guys? Sounds good to me.